what we're going to do is a cone, a wood base, and some rope. Kind of curious? Let's jump right in and I'll show you what I'm going to do with all of mine. I'm Vicky from the Purple Penguin Craft Room. Let's jump in and get started. We're going to make a, I'm going to call it a tree, but basically we're going to take a cone and we're going to make it look like a candy corn. We're starting that fall stuff, you guys. This is a 7-inch from the Dollar Tree. I like to take mine and I wrap them with saran wrap. Then I do paper mache on them, and I do this just so that I have one. I only have to buy one, and yet I can use it multiple times because now I've got my own cone. This is totally separate from the original, and I can use it over and over again with the original pattern. My wood base is a 5-inch wood base. I cut these out myself, but you can always find any kind of wood base. You could find, you could use cardboard, you could use foam board, whatever you want. As far as a wood base, you could use a lid, you know, whatever you want. I cut mine out. This is recycled pallet wood. And the cord is macrame cord. So it comes in all different colors. If you don't want to paint it, I'm actually going to paint mine because it's in brown, and we're going to paint it the different colors for the candy corn. So when I have my cone like this, first let's get some Waverly wax on this. We're going to go ahead with the antique Waverly wax because I want to stain my wood, get that stained look. Just take that good old baby wipe there. So I did all the way around just to give it more of a finished look. We're going to bring back in our cone. Obviously, if you want to still use your cone, totally use your cone. Like I said, I got them at the Dollar Tree. You can get them I've seen them at Walmart. Any of the stores have them. They usually have a foam section. It's not a big deal. You know, $1.25. There you go. Like I said, I'm kind of frugal. I like to make my own. We're just going to even off the bottom here a little bit. All right, and I'll show you how I get my cone. So obviously this is too skinny of a round to put on the base. So what we're gonna do is just take our scissors and go up probably about, say about 1/2 inch or so. And we're gonna go every about 1/2 inch and then just cut in circles. Once we get all the way around, you just want to take your bottom and just fan it out, like so. So now, instead of a skinny, now you've got a much wider base to hold down. And we're just going to take our tacky glue and glue it on down. From this point, if you don't want to wrap your cone, you totally don't have to. You could totally just paint your cone and leave it as is. You don't even have to do it in cord. If you want to do it in yarn or fabric, you could totally do that as well. Now, for this purposes, I am going to take my cord and we're just going to start at the base and go on all the way up. Okay, so after we go all the way up to the top with gluing our cone and wrapping it with the cord, now we're going to paint it. I've always liked painted cord, so we're going to do candy corn. So we're going to start with yellow, orange, and white at the top. So just do a little section of the yellow. we're going to be using our folk art. This has a matte finish and it is goldenrod color. Alright, so now we've got our yellow. Next is the middle section is going to be orange. We're going to be using it's jack-o'-lantern. Probably going to go up to, okay, now we have the orange. So now we're going to do the white, and this is our light buttermilk. Okay, again, so there I got some raffia. We're going to do a bow on the top. Just going to take this and kind of pinch it here. Hold it with your pinky. This just kind of go in there as well. I want it to cooperate earlier. Alright, that's a nice full bow. So the crazy raffia is a lot of strands and strings and all the things. I'm just going to take some extra, wrap it around. You could definitely do this with ribbon. You don't have to do this with raffia. We just kind of give it a haircut. All right, let's get a little wild and crazy down here with, so we'll take some Spanish moss. Then after you get Spanish moss on, you want to probably give it a haircut, because you still want it to be able to see the yellow on your candy corn. If it gets up too high, you're not going to be able to see that. Last little thing I kind of want to do, I got these little pumpkins from Dollar Tree. Looks like I already used one for, I don't know what. But yeah, they've got wire on them, and I'm just going to go ahead and actually just leave a little bit of the wire on, just so I can stick it in the Spanish moss. Alright, perfect. I love how this turned out. What a cute little sweet holiday decor. Keep on coming back for more at the Purple Penguin Craft Room, and happy crafting.